L at the bottom?
That would also help then. You can know which ones distinctly are Lida had the halfling's shoes then, compared to the more halfling nimbleness that are the regular one. They're a little scuffy though, so you're not quite 100% sure which direction they took off, but you think you have an idea that it was towards the main area, not the tent performing. So they're kind of where the people will be milling around, shops, vendors, things like that, in the caravan. Well, area for performing and what have you. Oh. What do you guys choose to do? You think you have an idea of a direction.
All right, I'm following that. That halfling's up to no good.
Let's hunt her down.
You guys are mean. What'd they ever do to you?
Didn't talk to me. That's what they did to me.
Alright. You can try and track her down. In this case, then, it'll be perception rolls for the most part if you're in a little crowd area. You can try survivals and investigates as well if you're going to try and track or dig through like where they might have been. Not looking for them specifically. So if you're going to roll, let me know if you're trying survival to track, investigate to see where they were, or perception to try and spot them.
How's that?
So,
21.
that's perfect. That's
Okay,
exactly
look
what I
at me
like
using
to
the
see.
system.
When it matters, the rolling doesn't. Yeah, all three of you do. Hardly anyone meets. All three of you do spot a halfling kind of trying to go through the crowd and get away. As the crowd thin out more towards the exits, that's generally where you actually spot her, because she is trying to leave this crazy place behind where these people were trying to smack her and tackled her and threw a dagger at her. What do you do?
Sorry, can you just give me... I just, like, went into a fugue state, Jay. I'm sorry.
No, that's fair. What I was saying is that basically you spotted her, like, here I moved you guys into the map. The encampment kind of one for an area and where things are going. They are... So, the halfling is kind of near this area, if you can see where my mouse is pointing. Down their bottom, like it's a T-shaped encampment, and the bottom, like the base of the T kind of area at the bottom there, is where they are attempting to slide through the crowd and leave. Like, they are wanting to get out of here. They're not moving with major haste, because that would bring attention to them. So what they're attempting to do is just slide away.
Stop that halfling! And I start running, and I can't find my character sheet. So I'm gonna do it super agilely, 17 acrobatics, and just start, like, monk training off people and yelling about that halfling.
Alright.
Your character sheet should be available on the handouts, right?
Yeah, under handouts there should be one that says Pat under characters.
Yeah, but I can't get it to come up in a way that doesn't block my screen. I'll work on it later.
Oh. Yeah.
So I'll just do it later.
Fair. Nope, that's fair and fine. I can bring it up and I can check for things as well for off the screen here.
Yep.
For things. Da-da-da. Alright.
Anyway, that's
Pat.
whatever it was. Plus 5. 17 acrobatics to do that.
Okay, so 17 acrobatics. Tess and Lida, what do you two choose to do with the halfling? And with Pat in hot pursuit again.
Pursue and full speed and I guess attempt to tackle.
And Lida?
I mean, he's yelling out, "Get that halfling!" So I'm gonna be like, not me, but like still running.
Pat's like, get the halfling, Lida. Not this one. Not this one.
Yeah.
And yeah, so I would definitely say you guys have surprised the halfling. It's not hard to catch up to someone who didn't know she should have started running.
She's just strolling?
Well, if she would have ran, she would have gotten attention in it. So when you guys, by the time you're running at her, she wouldn't have gotten a chance to actually start running until it's like, oh crap, I should be, and you're already here. So that's kind of what happened. Is you got a surprise round basically.
Sweet.
And with 3 of you attempting to pretty much tackle her, stop her, and otherwise deal with her, yeah, you catch her. I don't know if I'm going to need a strength roll from all 3 of you, but if you'd like to try, just to see if you roll a 1, please do.
Not far off. It goes to a 7.
Yay!
Lida's got you covered.
Yeah, nice job.
Yeah, no, you get the halfling back, and she kind of just looks at you guys, it's like, ugh. Can't you just let me go? I won't disturb you anymore.
You already have. Like, you already have information on us that you're gonna take back.
You were asking
Also-
questions.
We
Sorry.
want to know who you're working for.
If I say me, myself, and I, will you let me go anyways?
No.
We already know that it's not just you.
I mean, I can give you over to my friend here, and Lita points to Pat.
I'm not very nice.
Yeah, I noticed.
Possibly, Jalen.
Yeah.
Possibly roundabout now the halfling is noticing that the one that prevented most of the bodily harm is not there.
Oh yeah.
It's
She's
handy,
noticed.
isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's handy. She's noticed the good cop is not around. Like, probably the person I was working with, noticing I'm likely not going to be coming back from this one, is long gone. Any information I'd have to give them will be useless at this point. You were asking questions. I have no idea what answers you got.
Yeah, but we just want to know who hired you, and then you can go. Otherwise, I'm just gonna hit you again.
No one hired me. It's just what I do.
You need to get a new profession, young man.
Woman.
This is a very... Yes.
I can't tell halflings. I don't know.
In that case, then she kind of just points at Tess and goes, tell her the same thing then.
You don't do it for money, so why do you...
No, I do it for money. I just don't get hired by people. What are you talking about?
So if you don't get hired, what do you do?
Same thing as your lovely friend here does, it seems like.
Tess will immediately search her pockets.
You find a fair amount of gold. That means probably within the last few days someone has been robbed.
She'll just take that.
Does everyone want to try and see if that's what Tess does or no? Because, yeah, it depends. A few trinkets here and there that you're not sure if they're hers or not. At this point, you probably couldn't ask. She probably wouldn't tell you the truth anyways. You see some weapons. She's got a bow, which that's easy to find enough. Like a small little hand crossbow kind of thing, and some daggers.
Well then, young man, why don't you tell us what's going on in this town? Because there's something weird going on, and you clearly listen to things. So, if you can't answer those questions, why don't you answer this one?
What's going on in this town?
Wag finger, young man stuff, you know.
I have a feeling the finger wag is going to be a little bit less impactful coming from insane quarterstaff smacky person.
Oh yeah, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm very bad at social situations.
She looks up at you and it's kind of like...
Pro tip. Social situations generally improved by not hitting people with sticks.
Whatever, Valia's not even here, okay?
Social skills for dummies.
Oh no,
next-
okay, like, I hit things.
That's the book that Pat is working on now, is Social Skills for Dummies. And it's actually like, hit people when they don't give you answers. It's like, yes, it works.
So yeah, I'm gonna menacingly wag finger, use staff, and you know what? I'll even roll a intimidate check. It's gonna be really good because I'm really good at this one. So I rolled a 10 on intimidate, and just be like, so where do we look in town to find out what's going on, young man?
What kind of stuff do you think is going on? I was just.
There's something at the pet store. I don't like that pet store.
And with
I
that,
have-
every last shred of thought that Pat might not be completely insane has disintegrated.
It's an exotic pet store. I mean, their customers can be a little odd, but I kind of expect that of magic users.
So really, you don't know anything about this pet store?
I stole some stuff from them, because apparently you guys know that stuff
Okay.
already, and that's it.
So you've been there
Okay,
after
okay.
hours?
Yes.
And did you notice anything?
The pets are really quiet.
What do you mean
Wow.
as in quiet? Like they're sleeping? Like they sleep well?
No, like,
Or-
they're quiet. I mean, she kind of looks at the dog at your side and going like, does it not bark when you move through your tent? Like, does it not react to you entering, or to someone entering, or to anything like that? Like, they were quiet. I thought they were probably enchanted, or at least something, because it wouldn't be very nice to have neighbors that had a loud pet store.
All right, what's your name, young man?
No.
All right. Here's 2 gold. Fling onto the ground. If you go find out what's up about that pet store, and I mean for real, there's 3 more when you get back. Otherwise, you can just have this 2 gold. And I put it on the ground right next to my staff.
They kind of look at the goal and look at you, and it's like, why don't you find out yourselves if you're
'Cause
that
you're a par-
curious?
Because you seem really good at this. Why don't you just go do it, okay? Seriously. Like, make some money. Get a real job.
That good. Not that good at it.
Yeah, it's like, she got caught a lot trying to stealth. I'm not that good at it anymore. Wow, those are shitty rolls. I was like,
Now, I might just be a voice in everyone's head since the character's not actually there, but I kind of think that if you're good at stealth, you don't get flung over someone's shoulder and carted off.
that's kind of what I'm thinking too.
You do not get collected by the enemy.
Yeah, you generally don't, the enemy generally doesn't find you,
Well, Pat
but...
doesn't know these things.
No, that's fair.
He's
That
trying
is
to hire
totally
this young
fair.
man. And so,
That's totally fair in the situation, and yeah, you would know it. Tess might know it. Lita may know it. I totally believe Pat probably would be unlikely to. She kind of looks at the gold, looks up at Pat. I can earn more than that in a night.
fine. So, Pat's frustrated and rolls 8 to hit.
You smack the ground beside them. You can roll intimidate at an advantage though with that one.
I know I don't want to intimidate anymore. I want to hit it.
Okay. You kind of miss. You hit the ground. Thankfully, you don't hit Lita though, who is probably sitting on the halfling to hold them still at this point. Lita and Tess, what do you do during this? Because Pat is. Well, actually, you know what?
Pat
Insight
is being
from
a
Lita
great
and
deal
Tess.
more insane than she was last time we played.
A
I
little
maybe
bit,
made
but,
some renovations.
Did you forget to put the roof back on?
No, I left it off on purpose. See, I know you can't see my sheet, but it says a -1 here and -2 here. So,
Not good in social situations. Congratulations. She will not be your face at all. In fact, she'll probably be something entirely different that I won't use.
but
in-
she'll frequently be the face anyway, because that's the funniest.
Tess and Lita, you can roll insight though, please. It's specifically for what's going on with your halfling new buddy.
Fuck yes.
Yeah, she is sufficiently kind of both confused, frightened, and wanting to get the hell out of there at this point because Pat's kind of freaking her out, and she thinks she's gonna end. Well, you don't know this for sure unless you can read her mind, but she probably thinks she's gonna end up in a shallow grave.
Oh, it
Getting
wouldn't be
kind of
shallow.
twitchy. Yeah, she's getting kind of twitchy. That you can clearly tell. She's getting kind of twitchy.
Is it past enough time for me to try to swing at her again?
Oh, absolutely. You can try to swing at her again.
That one is 13.
You miss. But you are very close to her head at that point.